It's week 4 of Slice. It's the month of Slice so far. I love seeing the new people. I love seeing people who are getting exposure to the community and, meeting other people through Slice, growing their networks, and getting introduced to the ever-growing and the ever-wonderful data science community we have through our different social media platforms. Sliced is a competitive data science game show for data scientists. Are going to compete tonight. They're going to be building models, predictive models. They're going to be building data visualization. They're going to be trying to earn what we call golden features. And along the way, this is all done with a data set no one has ever seen. None of the contestants are knowledgeable about what they're about to see in terms of data. And let's meet those contestants right now.
My name is Jessie Mostapek, and I am a data science evangelist at our studio.
Craig Mann, T-Hoy Venture School, St. Paul's Academy, Hamilton, New Zealand.
My name is Dr. Gregory Matthews. I am the director of the data science program at Loyola University Chicago.
David Robinson, principal data scientist at Keaton.
Well, I can tell you that I'm already excited to see how the chat vote plays out, because I know a lot of people are having, a challenging time deciding ahead who they're going to vote for in the end, who gets those 20 chat points. Yeah, we do have a stacked episode.
Looks like he's getting ready to get going. It is 9 o'clock. It is time.
It's that I have let the contestants know that they can begin live coding or panicking, whatever. Whatever it may be. I see some ASCII art that's catching my attention right now.
Yeah, it is very distracting.
That is a campfire, right?
It looks like a log that is on fire.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll say that it's a campfire, something like that. Anyway, so we have 2 golden features. Our first golden feature with 5 points is to use some kind of custom color palette for any of their plots. The second golden feature is to calculate air density. They are working with meteorological data to predict whether it will rain tomorrow in Australia.
Greg Matthews, and he is actually going straight into Cat Boost, which I believe is a interesting meta that we've discovered early in our Slice season here. As I see over on D-Rob's screen here, some of the first data viz of the night. Looks like some box plot looking stuff here. Looks like Hypnotoad. What is this like because she's doing this in console.
Yeah. I don't know if this is like a library or something, but
just pulling in random ASCII art. We're over here on Craig Mann's screen, and remember something about Craig, not just perhaps a social media underdog in this. In terms of qualifications and time as a data scientist or a data scientist type, has the least amount of experience compared to all of our other contestants. Here we are. How do you feel about Craig using Bing as his search engine of choice?
I feel like I shouldn't speak to that. I mean, I work for Google.
Oh, that's right.
I think it's great.
Over here on D-Rob's screen, again, looking at more regularization from what he believes is ultimately perhaps a linear model in the end. And do you think maybe a linear model is going to win out here, Mag?
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, I think it's a tried and true part of a data scientist's tool set.
I just saw something that I thought was both him typing something and scrolling. Is he actually like just typing and scrolling independent of each other somehow? Has he unlocked some sort of mental capacity in which he is not just split his cores, but split his mind into different aspects of data science? Here's Jessie looking at, it looks like some R-graph gallery. Looks like she might be trying to plot perhaps rainfall given Australia and the places listed. So
I just want to flag that we just saw David Robinson make his first entry to the leaderboard. And it looks like Jessie has made a submission since. So we've got David and Jessie at positions 4 and 5 on the public leaderboard, right side by side.
So yeah, we might see another slobber knocker between D-Rob and Jessie Mostapek soon. here to Craig's screen. It looks like not only is he on the board, but he did type some interesting comments not long ago. He mentioned here on line 134 and line 135 that location of where the rain might be happening is really important, but he just doesn't have enough time to figure that out. So in order to join latitude and longitude onto the string city state, city territory name, it might be too much digging into the internet for him to...
I do see that, you know, speaking of digging into the internet, I see that Greg may be about to look up some... Well, he's Googled the word Australian. That's it. Ooh, look at this.
Yes. Jesse plotting.
Wait. She technically using a color palette here? She only has one color.
I mean, well, it is, right? Because it's the default would have been black, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, is it a palette of one? I guess so. Yeah.
Well, she imported her palette, her SpongeBob palette, so this is just taking from that. There's Craig Mann. Craig Mann looks like he's running into an error here. And he is trying for the first time to use Cat Boost, so we will see if his usage of Cat Boost and some new features that he's trying to create will get him a score. Right now he's currently on the public leaderboard 4th place. Let's go over to D-Rob. D-Rob is plotting wind direction and trying to use wind direction perhaps as a tell or perhaps as something to train his model on and to really increase the accuracy and decrease that log loss. So we'll see if D-Rob improves his modeling score, and also along the way get some data visualization points with these interesting directional plots. Greg Matthews, and Greg, again, he's working with Cat Boost for the first time, just like Craig, his name rhyming counterpart. But looks like he's also trying to bring in latitude and longitude, and so he, unlike Craig, who wanted to join latitude and longitude, it looks like Greg Matthews will be joining latitude and longitude given the strings of the city state or city territory.
So it's just kind of commenting on, yes, this is pretty beautiful.
Yes. So we have seen Jesse do a lot of not just different plots, but also different...
Cool flippin' plot, she says.
Cool flippin' 4. Cool flippin' plot 4. And
here's a plot.
We also have some OpenStreetMap plotting from Greg, and this is pretty interesting.
Are we in New Zealand though? Auckland?
I did see perhaps maybe his latitude longitudes are not exactly in Australia.
Not exactly in Australia. Yeah, I like that.
I keep going to this plot, and I haven't mentioned about this. There is some pretty strong overfit, perhaps, on humidity. A lot of the XG Boost prediction is coming from humidity at 3 p.m. Now, this does make some sense that there's more humid air at the end of the day or in the evening. That should maybe have a stronger prediction of if it's going to rain tomorrow. If you can imagine clouds rolling in the evening, midnight hits, starts raining, that's good enough to say that there's probably rain tomorrow. But it seems like there's a really strong emphasis on humidity, and we're kind of canceling out perhaps some of the weaker features here, maybe too much so. Craig Mann, he is still working through. You can see here we were mentioning log loss, and as the estimator, as the loss function, you can see that he has that in here. His learning rate is 0.69, which if he is not familiar with Cat Boost, this is a really, really high learning rate. You really want that learning rate really small, like 0.1 or less. This is exactly what you don't want. You don't want a learning rate. You don't want a high learning.
He doesn't have time to look these things up though, so.
Now let's go over to Jesse Mostapak, and Jesse is also plotting some interesting things. This reminds me of that psychology optical illusion where you're supposed to see dots, where you see like the intersections of squares.
Wow. I feel like I'm about to get like my tarot done, Nick, or like my palm read, and I'm like walking through one of those like beaded doorways or something.
Let's go back over to Stats in the Wild. Greg Matthews, and looks like he's actually getting somewhere with his plot. So not only did he never have any experience with Cat Boost, he's never had any experience with this plotting package, and it's clear that he has put a lot of effort into this. I believe it's now running 30 minutes since he looked at this.
We're not in New Zealand anymore, importantly.
Wait, hold on, Meg. Is this a It's different. It's
Thank
different.
you. Oh my god. Actually, that looks really nice. I like that.
Wow. In the moment, we just saw a golden feature. That's 5 points.
All right. That's 5 points to Greg.
Let's go over to D-Rob. D-Rob plotting a histogram of max temp. For whatever reason, I am unsure, but he is happy with his modeling. He was attempting to hammer in some data viz. Let's go over to Craig. It looks like he's inspecting another upload of some predictions. Hopefully this one is better than the last. Less than 90 seconds to go. Let's go to Greg Matthews. Greg is plotting stuff. He is getting some warning messages, so hopefully his session does not crash. Jesse's saying thanks to us for her opportunity to compete. It was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse.
Craig killing some time with everyone's favorite Hot Wheels soccer game, Rocket League. D-Rob here, and it is pencils down.
It is
11
time.
p.m.
Woo! Oh my god.
Another night of Sliced.
I'm already feeling that this is going to be close.
The scoring tonight is the Slap 1 scoring. There will be 35 points given to the person with the most, with the best predictive model at the end of the night. The other contestants get 0 points for that. For data visualization, me and Meg have 30 points between each other to divvy out to who we think did well in data visualization. She assigns 15 of those points. I assign the other 15. For golden features, there's up to 15 points. There's a 5-point golden feature where you are to use a custom color palette of some sort for 5 points. And if you are able to calculate air density, then that would be another 10 points. And lastly, there is a chat vote.
All right. Are we ready to kick off with the chat vote, Nick?
I think we are.
20 points to a single contestant, to the chat favorite contestant. Who's it gonna be?
All right, the winner is
Jesse.
Congrats, Jesse. Very close on Jesse versus D-Rob there. Only off by 3 votes between them two. How are we looking on golden features, Meg?
So on the first golden feature with 5 points, both Greg and Jesse discovered the custom color palette golden feature, so they have 5 points each. On the other golden feature, I've confirmed with our contestants that none of them calculated air density.
Okay, are we ready, Meg?
Yes, I think I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, Craig Mann. 1 point.
I think I used this line in a previous episode of Sliced. There were data visualizations. Data visualizations were made by Craig, so he got 1 point.
3, 2, 1, Greg Matthews. All right, 3 from Meg, 4 from me. Why 3, Meg?
You know, he had a box plot, he did a heat map, he did a time series plot, he did some histogram stuff in base R, and then of course, you know, he pulled off a geographic plot.
3, 2, 1, D-Rob. All right.
He did a lot of things that were really nicely in support of the modeling he did, looking at things like feature importance plots, his regularization plot.
3, 2, 1, Jesse. All right, Meg, why 4?
She was able to like knock out a ton of stuff. Yeah, so it was a lot of very like cool, flashy wow factor, which may be why she won, you know, part of why she won the chat vote, you know.
Modeling points. This is 35 points. The person with the best log loss score, that is the lowest score we're looking for. Lowest numbers here wins 35 points. Let's start with Craig Mann. Craig Mann's score, 0.35. Greg Matthews' score, 0.368. D-Rob's score, 0.3.
Oh my god.
36. 0.336. David Robinson. All right, D-Rob in the lead. Finally, Jesse Mostapek, 0.45. So the winner of the modeling and of the most points tonight is actually David Robinson, D-Rob. 46 points to his name. Congratulations, David Robinson. Congratulations. Thank you so much for making just another fantastic week, another fantastic night of Sliced.
I think that was an incredible conclusion to lap 1. I'm so excited that we've got all contestants with points. They're all on, our own Sliced leaderboard, so to speak. So yeah, excited to kind of see, what they bring into lap 2.
Slice Tuesdays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We do Slice pre-show, looking at over our contestants on Mondays, and we do a post-show on Wednesdays to look over the notebooks. So we'll invite our contestants back, and anyone who's available, we'll walk through their notebooks tomorrow. Have a good night.